Hello, 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 Love Nest. That's you? Cha, Love Nest, look here. I deep in my bed. Because guess what? Man, look here. I took too much magnesium. So now I so fucking high. I can't even get up out the bed. So I told you about my little dilemma yesterday. Yeah, not yeah. And so today, I in pain. So the beauty of a podcast is that I could do my show any way I choose to. So today I choose to be laying down. I feel like I took the Shawnee dive. My abs hurting. Yes, I have abs. Shut up, Jared. My arms hurting. My legs hurting. Now, again, I think I OD'd on the magnesium because, yeah, I think I OD'd on the magnesium because I can't like move. Anyway, but I'm feeling good. Yeah, I just drowsy. Because, one of the things magnesium does, and I tell everybody, especially us Bahamians with issues that we have, I tell everybody that, taking magnesium can help to heal your life, but the only downside is that you just be do right in. And so because of the fall yesterday, I said, let me use these magnesium as a muscle relaxant. So how y'all doing? Andrew say, oh wow, the day later. Hey Chrissy, sending you love. Thank you, darling. So I in bed with my head wrap on. Hey Nanny. Hey Rose. I in bed with my head wrap on and I ain't getting out of bed right now. Cause like I said, Marinette, that's you, boo. Hey Nats. I just can't believe how sore I am. This is boy, look here. You see why you gotta be careful? I see why, I used to laugh because my sister, right? My sister's only like 10 years older than me. And when we had our family reunion in Nassau last year, why my sister bust up to Atlantis with her walker, what is also a seat, and I raggy her to powder. You hit me? Now, my sister's had a couple of surgeries. I raggy her to powder. We all about in Atlantis for the family reunion, and she there, she there pushing her walker, and when she get tired, she'd sit down. Thought I shouldn't laugh. So I said, Jesus, how you get so damn old? But now I get it. Lynette, that's you? Now I get it. I get it now. Because see, guess what? When you fall down at this age, you just have to take bed. You just have to take bed for a couple of days. Because, these aches and pains ain't no joke. So I have my magnesium. And every time I get up to stand up, I guess because I took too much magnesium, typical Chrissy Love. I always overdoing shit. Yeah, typical Chrissy Love. I always overdoing shit. So I think I took too much magnesium. So that's why I like, a little drowsy and high. I was just telling my girl, Virginia, she's like, you can do the show today? I said, I feel so high. Like I feel like either I drank 2 cups of tequila or I feel like yeah, I feel like I smoke a joint. That's how friggin' high I feel. Cause I will admit I did take, hey Cassandra, I did take 5,000 milligrams of magnesium. So maybe I did. Child, Marionette, not a Christ thing I hear yet. But I spoke to my lawyer yesterday, and they supposed to be telling me what the next step is. Yeah, seriously, I am so high, and that's why I didn't want to do the show sitting up because I don't want to damn fall on the floor live on air because I know some trapsy bitches watching might enjoy that. But I thank all of you guys for all of your kind words yesterday after the show. Everybody was inboxing me. It's amazing. Yeah. See, that's why I got her get. See, let me tell you. You know why I trip on the sidewalk? And this could sound dead fuck up. You see, I used to them fuck up political sidewalk in the Bahamas. You know them sidewalk what fuck up? And so you ready adapt to walking on them? See, I used to these smooth American sidewalk. This another case of me being unused to shit. As an island gal, I come here with these American sidewalk. I get fooled into thinking, oh shit, this America, these shits are smooth all the time. That's why I was walking all tall and proud and shit until I went, bring it on, bam! And so that's why I just chilling today because between feeling dead groggy, when you take a prescription drug, muscle relaxant, it makes you feel groggy. Well, magnesium does the same thing, and that's how I feel today. So y'all gotta bear with me. We still can talk though. We still can talk about the bullshit. Like we can talk about Menacee and the Queen. We can talk about that $200 million of corruption. We can talk about the fact that your light been off all fucking day. We can talk about the fact that summer coming in the Bahamas, and once again, why the electricity company just act like they surprised that summer here? Like, how you surprised? Summer has come every fucking year in the Bahamas. I mean, are we surprised that summer is here? But apparently something blew at the power station, eh? That's why y'all ain't had no light, eh? Boy, look here. Can I tell you? Or maybe this my highness coming true. Maybe because I high. I so fucking glad I in Nassau this summer. Cause seriously, the older I get, the less bullshit I could take. And I so happy I ain't in Nassau this summer. Now I know that sound fuck up, right? And I ain't throwing it in your face and I ain't being trapsy and fuck up, even though this is Trapsy Thursday. But I just can't go through another summer with the light being off every day. And then when the light ain't off, when you gotta go buy, luckily I've lived in places with generators. When you add up how much the fucking gas is, it's too much stress. So I too happy I in America for summer 2018. Of course, we'll say, hey Chrissy, how you doing? Hope you not had any residual effects from your fall. Well, of course, I was just telling Organ and the Love Nest that I laying down today because I took so much magnesium that I feel groggy and I feel high and loopy. But I'm not in as much pain as I thought I would be. Like I tell you, I took my magnesium bath last night. Again, that knocked me right the hell out. Just like, okay. And so I laying down today and doing the show because I drowsy bad. Like I feel high. I was talking to a friend of mine just on WhatsApp, one of my Bahamian friends, and they were like, "You was smoking, eh?" Yes, definitely. And the thing is, I did call the doctor's office to make an appointment because I know with muscle pain, again, when you do the Shawnee Miller dive, okay, you gotta be careful. So yeah, I'm still feeling good. I just gotta talk to y'all while I lay down because if I think if I stand up, like just now before I started the show, I went to go get my head cloth for my head. Right? I was like, Jesus, I can't come on YouTube looking bust up. Cause if I shell up anyway, make a shell up my head looks like going to go get my bonnet. Right? You know the bonnet y'all bitches is way outside. You know some of these tacky bitches is really bonnet outside. It's called a sleep bonnet, bitch. Anyway, and so I got up to do that. And why I stumble when I get up? Man, Greg, I lay right out. I so do. But the thing is, I'm not in pain. And I think I'm not in pain because I took so much magnesium. And that's why I just, like I said, Danielle, used to wear your bonnet outside. Use a tacky Bahamian gal. Not afternoon past the bed. Yeah, I laying down in the bed today. So I lay right out. I ain't gotta lie. On my arm where I fell, I tell you, I fell on my ass bone, then turned over to my front. I started off like Troy Kemp triple jump, and then I ended up Shawnee Miller dive. Yeah, that was how I felt yesterday. I can laugh about it now. Oh, okay. Wait, Greg, say I don't think I doing a show today. I have too much things to do today. Matt, Greg, I understand because I know what you're dealing with. By the way, Cookie Caterer opening up a shop, y'all. Woo woo! So, Greg, I understand. I know you're doing construction. Use Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Yeah. Thank you. You didn't know Greg opening the shop? Anyway, Greg, sorry if I talk to business too much. Sorry, Greg, but I just so happy. But can I tell you, that's another reason why I ain't home. Because I'm going to tell you, with me being home and Greg having a shop, I would be like a crackhead at that shop. You hear me? I'd be like, y'all got any more cookies? Y'all got any more cookies? Kieran say, we're not opening because I'm going to need some of that good crack, honey. That's some good crack. Lydia say, the light just come on. Yeah, I hear Shaw say gluten-free cookies. Of course, I'll say Bob the builder need electricity, so I could see why he's so busy. But let me just say for the record, and again, I keep telling you, my very good friend is now the chairman at BPL. She better be the chairman. She give the F&M enough fucking money. Anyway, Mount Royal Avenue and Kenwood Street. Oh, that's right in my... Greg, you right in my area where I grew up in the Wally. Greg, go say hi to my cousins Robin Dan, right across from my good cousins the McCartneys at the pharmacy. So, Greg, when you opening up, let's get this ad going. We could be the exclusive. When you opening up, Greg? Long Island say, mine still coming off and Carmichael. Mine, yours still off and Carmichael? Ah, Lord. Hey, Paquita. Congrats to Greg. When it opening, Greg? Greg, when you opening? Hopefully beginning of May. Oh, well, hold on. Since Greg ain't opening, let me go get more magnesium because I was trying to stay alert and not high for Greg's show. So hold on. Let me get my magnesium. Oh, hold on. Oi! Ooh, every time I move, like all my ab. Oh, oi! Oh, oi! So that's your birthday month? Karen, you's a Gemini. That's why my spirit take to you. Look here, I got my homeopathic medicine. I get my niacin. Look here. Man, Greg, we want you to do well. I know you can do well. But, Greg, I hope you're ready. Because let me tell you something. Greg, being a restaurateur is plenty fucking work. You hear me? You hear me? Marion say, no. Maud Kieran say, no, dear. Taurus, May 9th. Oh, you's one of them. Say Gemma who? You should be glad. Look here. Only the honored and blessed people is be Gemini. Oh, hold on. Let me lay on my belly. Let me do the Shawnee dive. Oh, let me Shawnee. And when I Shawnee and I stretch my back, say, excuse you. You heard me, boy. Don't try it. All right. You a Gemini, Paquita? Well, that's why me and you, that's why my spirit take to you. Taurus, please, don't let me talk about you now. Stubborn as fuck. And so disgusting. I have an auntie who's a Taurus, right? She always thinks she right. I just want to choke her. Anyway, Shaw say Geminis are the best. Huh? Jakira use a Gemini too? Long Island is a Virgo. Well, if you believe Daniel use a Libra, your unbalanced ass is a Libra. Hi. No, but seriously, I believe there is some value in the zodiac, but enjoy yourself, boo. Yeah, y'all dead stubborn, stink and stubborn. And my auntie, and you can't tell her that she ain't right. She thinks she know everything. She thinks she's the smartest place in the world. Look, guys, want to slap her. Listen, Andrew, about Sagittarius. Let me talk about Sagittarians. Anyway, Lord, let me stop, because us Geminis are so perfect. We so good that the zodiac made two of us. That's how good. Lydia say, congrats, Greg. I'll be there every other day. LOL. Man, look here. I'm so happy for Greg opening this storefront. And again, please support the businesses that support our communities. Again, a lot of times I'm on Bahamians a lot about not supporting their own. I shared with you in my own situation where, you surprised at who doesn't support your business. Like family, who doesn't want to come to my business. And then, by the way, all y'all family members who owe me money from Raw on the Porch, and y'all used to come there and eat up food and don't pay for it. I can need y'all to go to Scotiabank. It's time to pay up. All them, when I moved out of Raw on the Porch, I added up all the receipts and all the IOUs of people who I thought were so-called family and friends. So, Greg, that's your first thing. Don't trust a shit. Say, what about Capricorn? Greg say, looking forward to seeing you every other day. LOL. Well, Greg, look here. You think your ass getting up early now? Time to make the cookies. Time to make the cookies. So, Greg, what all you gonna have in your shop? You gonna have cookies with us? You gonna have water? You gonna have drinks? What all you gonna have in your thing? Greg, tell me. Dakira saying, congrats, Greg. Please let us know when is the grand opening. Greg, you need to go live for the grand opening, man. And we could simulcast. We could figure out something hot party. No, we ain't want no damn hot party. Because, dear Bahamians, y'all ever have them hot party at home now? And, I here's the thing. And I know I'm guilty of it, too. Because people used to tell me, Greg, say cookies, ice cream, and brownies. Yum. Ooh. I look here. But guess what? Hot party gone down in the Bahamas. Because the hot party now, the meat, it tastes like gristle. You notice that? Like all them shop that was good for hot party back in the day, they gone down bad. They gone down bad. Yeah, Greg, guess what? I could show Greg how to make keto dough. By the way, guess what I made today? Lord, if I could get up out of this bed, I'd show y'all. I made Sorchus keto roll. Sorchus in there and a walking stick in there. Yeah, I said the woman dead at the original. Well, all I'm saying is say hard bread. Shut your teeth. Let me tell you something. These Sorchus roll, Greg, the keto dough, it tastes just like pig in the blanket. Tastes just like pig in the blanket. These taste so good? Anyway, Shaw, so they're trying to maximize on their profits by shortening our parties. So right now, the party's at home. And I used to always go to this one place at home. I ain't calling the name because, okay, they did sponsor my show one time. But when you bite open the patty now, it tastes like, you know how people has tried be cheap and make kung salad? And kung bubby, look here, sausage comes in chicken and turkey as well, Gregory. Thanks, okay? I think you could even make fish in a blanket. Trust me, anything is possible. Anyway, so in Bahamians trying to be fucking cheap and they just use the kung bubby and make kung salad and kung fritter. That's how the patties taste now. The patties taste like that, like the meat tastes all gristly. And it tastes like they put some fiber in it. It ain't a meat patty no more. That's why instead of Jamaican beef patty, by the way, which is actually a Haitian beef patty. Y'all know, don't get me started. Remember, I used to have a big argument about that when I was on Island FM. It is a Haitian patty, not a Jamaican patty. Anyway, that's why I just eat samosas from Manjit. Yeah, when Manjit do her ground lamb inside the phyllo dough, that's how I get my patty fix. Because the patties at home now, they suck. They stink. They taste like shit. Anywho, so how y'all managing? Everybody light on? I hear somebody say, man, look here. Taurus say, hey, Chrissy, 2 in 1 and say, well, hello, Taurus. So I can talk to y'all now. I have to talk to y'all long. Oh, Lord, Greg ain't doing this show. That mean I got to talk to y'all for an hour. Okay, let me sit up. I know the current off. Same fuck every day. It's so ridiculous. Why is it that Nassau, Bahamas cannot keep the light on? It is 2018. Like, why we can't keep the light on? In a country with all that sun. That's why if I was home now, I would have to punch the fuck out of somebody. Because it's so annoying. And yes, I know the reason why we always have these explosions at the power plant is because we don't fix the damn equipment. We don't maintain shit. Y'all ever been to a BEC or BPL plant? Y'all ever been to Clifton Pier? Y'all ever been to Blue Hill Road? It dirty. It nasty. It stink. It's awful how we maintain shit in the Bahamas. So the fact that the shit blew up and y'all ain't had no power all day, again, big business day. And this is when I was at home and I had my business, I used to get mad. Because when I don't have electricity, that mean I can't blend my drinks. That mean I can't cook my food. But yet BEC, BPL still want their fucking money at the end of the month though. So I feel for all the business owners who ain't got no generator and who have to put up with that shit. All right, Greg said it looked like the East is on. Well, that's good. Legal say, hey, Pastor Love, I laid. You recuperate from yesterday. Child, legal. I tell you, that's why I laying down in this bed now. I laying down in this bed now because I took too much magnesium and I am fucking high. You hear me? I'm just like, woo, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. But I feel good. I'm not as in pain as I thought I would be. All right, Shaw say, oh, yes, samosas, Miss Indian food. Well, you can go right down to Taj Mahal. I keep telling y'all, support the people who decided to support Chrissy Love. People like Taj Mahal, people like Burger King, people like the Cookie Caterer, people like Dunkin' Donuts. Support them people. Because when I was starting out, support even the fuck up ones who stopped supporting me. I ain't gonna call that name, but you know who they is. Y'all used to watch my show on Facebook Live. Y'all know who used to support me till I had to tell them about their ass. Kieran said I had BK for lunch today. Yay! Thank you. And Burger King thanks you. All right. Shaw say the East is on. Winton is on. Silver say too busy grinding instead of putting fuel in the damn generator. Man, I can't take it. Daniel say BPL don't have no copper for the generators. Well, the Blue Hill, all of our power plants at home. And again, this is why Hubert Ingram thought I was being evil to him. But when Hubert Ingram built the Bunker C facility in Abaco, I was there. I broadcasted live from the opening of the Bunker C plant in Abaco. Why are we still dealing with fossil fuels in the Bahamas? Why? Now, I know we still deal with fossil fuels because, and I gonna offend some of y'all who on here because I know who y'all related to. Yeah, you know I know everything. Okay? We have an oil lobby in the Bahamas that keeps the Bahamas just dependent on fossil fuels because they got to make their $31 million a month. You know what the fuck it is to get $30 million a month? You know what kind of money that is? So that's why they ain't letting that go. So that's why we still billing Bunker C fuel. The rest of the world don't use Bunker C, but in the Bahamas, a land of sun, sand, and sea, we got sun, you could generate solar power. We got sea, you could generate water, hydropower. We ain't serious. We ain't fucking serious as a nation, and this is what upsets me about us. Anyway, let me read some more of these comments. All right. Leslie say, good afternoon, Christina Love Thompson. Oh, Nadia saying too, Carmichael's still off. Chantel say, you right. When I went home, my sister got me one, and I passed the back to her after 2 bites. Yeah, stink. Houston off say, notice island-wide, we on data. Ah, Lord, I thank y'all for you. That's all right. Guess what? I can soon get y'all some data back, yeah? I appreciate that so much. It's ridiculous. Big damn summer in the Bahamas, and once again, the fucking light can't stay on. And y'all just wonder why. We talked about Bahamian women mouth being kick off. I understand why Bahamians grouchy and unhappy as fuck, I get it. The light fucking off, the water trickly, the traffic fuck up. So I understand. I may not agree, but I understand. Jason say, Lord, y'all need a generator. Look, TRAPSY, look at dear TRAPSY Bahamians who living in America with a light on. Y'all will never understand what it's like to surge and punish. Every summer I have been in the Bahamas, I have experienced load shedding. Every summer from 1971, when my parents dropped my ass in Nassau, every summer, it's like the electricity company don't realize that summer coming. Bitch, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You damn know summer coming. And BPL is always act like they surprised. Oh shit, summer's here. Bitch, you knew summer was coming. And even if you have a generator, before I left the Bahamas, yes, we have a generator, but do you know how much it costs to run that bitch? Ain't like it cheap. All right, let's come on and do some more of these comments. Shar is saying, bring your generators in from Florida. Get your personal generators and solar panels. Well, remember now, thanks to Cynthia Mother Pratt. That's one thing I give Mother Pratt credit for. Mother Pratt did help to take the duty off of the solar panels. T. Mickelson say, feel better, Chrissy. Thanks, yeah. Nadson say, that den sunshine people. Well, you know who the oil lobby is at home. I don't have to call their fucking name. Y'all know the 60 greedy, fucked up families. Well, hold on. Not all of them are fucked up. Because some of these have inherited shit from their fuck up grandparents and parents. You know, some of the wealthy elite, all of their children aren't assholes. A lot are. Just saying. All right? So I need, the fact that the light was off, and I gotta lie, Love Nest, I was trying not to go in the group and say anything. Because with me being over here in America, I gotta lie, some days I just be like, oh, now he lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord I left that place. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. I so happy. I so fucking happy I home. I mean, I miss home. Don't get me wrong. I miss home. But this summertime with no light, and see, my last place where I live, I had electric stove. People would be like, Chrissy, you losing weight? I'd be like, shit, the current off. I am on the BPL BEC diet. Because when the current off, you can't do shit. Y'all laughing? I serious. My son used to be like, Mommy, why we moving this electrical apartment? And we was living good. We was by the beach. We was by Cable Beach. We was right. I used to live right across from stink-ass Perry Christie. Yeah. Okay. The damn current off. The gate can't open. Me and my son stuck inside the gate. It's ridiculous. So even if you want to be bougie in the Bahamas, you can't even be damn bougie because the shit always off. Anyway. All right. By the way, I have good news for y'all. My Bahamas phone is working. I finally got someone to fix my phone. Because I'm glad this happened, because since we're talking about racial issues now, and I come from terrestrial radio and television, so I would like not just my voice to be heard all the time. We tried to do it with Zoom. We tried to do it with, what was the other place we tried to do it? We did it with Facebook Invite. I am going to open up the phone line on Monday and Tuesday, because our race discussion on Tuesday is going to deal with a topic that a lot of people don't like to talk about. And I'm just going to say it combines race with sex. Because a very good friend of mine reached out to me and said that back in the day, when all of his friends were going to England and America, their sole purpose as a black man was to have sex with white women, to try and get back at the white man. I know that sounds fucking stupid. I know it does. Okay? And noted philosopher Frantz Fanon said this as well, that when the black men from Martinique went to France, they was in search of white grabby. So since we talking about race and sex, yeah, you heard me. Since we talking about race and sex, I'm going to turn on my phone, because that's the day that I want to talk to you guys on the phone. And this number, again, now that it's fixed, say I should have had a torch to cut the gate. And one day, let me tell you how fuck up this is. I getting back to my phone. One day, when the light was off, my son jumped the wall. Why Perry Christie police officers try to question my son? I was like, shut your ass. The light off. So me and Wayne trying to jump over the gate. They trying to question us. I was like, look, bitches. Anyway, let me be stink. I like how the police could have questioned me, but you find out how Derek burned in the fire yet? You all find that out? You know Derek, who thief all the lorry and all the big-time political people money. Well, Derek invest their money. You fucking with me and Wayne, right? But Derek dead right there in the fire where I used to live. You all solved that mystery yet? You fuckers. Anyway, let's read some more. So my number is, and this is just for Monday, y'all don't be calling me for shit. Because, look here. Can I tell you, even though I communicate for a living, like when I ain't talking to y'all on the show, I just don't be into talking, But if y'all have to reach me, you can. 544-3900. So every Tuesday that we're talking race, I'm going to have a phone line attached to it. Now, let me just say for the record, just like terrestrial radio, people don't call in all the time. Bahamians still don't call into talk shows except the same fucking 10 people who call every talk show. And so, again, we're going to open up this phone line. And we can do it old school way. Say, when that happened. Daniel, I told you all this story before. When I lived again, the light was off. The light was off. So Wayne and I had to go out. I was the person for the whole complex who had the key for the gate. The key, for some reason, wasn't working. But Wayne had to be somewhere. So first, Wayne jumped the gate. Okay? And then I crawled my big ass over the gate. And the police guards next door to that bald head motherfucker try question us about where we is and where we go. I was like, shut y'all ass. I live here. Anyway. So, Monday, we're going to start the topic. I'm going to read a letter that I actually received from a couple of people. Many people have been writing me about the race topics. Many people. And so, we're going to hear what you have to say about the race issue, especially because the shows we're going to do have to do with sex. And when you talk about sex and interracial dating and marriage, people get touchy. People get touchy as fuck. So I don't want to be the only one talking. I want to hear and get a barometer about what you are thinking. And so that's our topic. Start planning for it. Because come Monday, we going balls to the wall. White balls, black balls, everybody balls. And we can ask the question. We can ask the question. Because again, I've had many people tell me, black men, tell me this thing. And you all know in the Caribbean, you know, it was a thing back in the day to have a white husband and a white wife. And y'all know this shit is true. So we can delve into all of them issues that we have as black people. I remember growing up in the Bahamas. And I remember I, of course, was my color, but my cousin was darker than me. And to this day, he surely did marry a half white woman. My grandma used to always tell him, lighten your darkness. Lighten your darkness. We grew up hearing that. So we can talk about this dynamic of lightening your darkness. We see with a lot of Bahamian families now who, again, I tell you, John Smith the first, black as this fucking screen, but John Smith the third, white as my nail tip. I'm just saying. These are things we can talk. Lighten your darkness. You heard me. I have an auntie. When my cousin was born, and you know we from Eleuthera. Eleuthera is one of the most prejudiced ass countries, prejudiced ass islands in the Bahamas. The first thing my grandma used to ask when baby's born in the family is what color they is. Legal. Yeah, I was my color. Yeah, and my cousin was the color of the screen. Yeah. And even when I used to date men who were dark, my grandma used to tell me, why you got dated me so black? I'd be like, mother, we black too. She's like, man, black is damn though. So we can talk about all these issues because these are real things. These are real things. Hey, Sandy. Hey, T. See, T say yes. My own aunties from Palmetto Point had issues with my mom in the beginning. Look at you, my daddy married my mommy. Let me tell you how disgusting. I have an auntie, right? My auntie called the house one time. Hold on, let me reenact this conversation between my mother and my aunt. Because you know the Thompsons from Palmetto Point think they white. So why? Mother was look here, but she ain't lie though. Mother light color. As a matter of fact, let me tell you how crazy my family is. When I was pregnant with Wayne, why my auntie can tell me, you ready for this? One day I say I could drink this Coke soda. Why my auntie tell me I mustn't drink the Coke soda because Wayne can come out black? I said, well, if he don't fucking come out black, I could be dead upset. I would hope he come out black. Yeah, so we can talk about all them fucked up issues that we have as Bahamians. We can talk about all of them. And I'm going to talk about it based on my experience here in America where I'm feeling some kind of way. I tell the other day, this white lady nearly pushed the cart on my heel. I wanted to slap the fuck out of her. She's like, oh, sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh, my God. Are you okay? Look here. Yeah. These feelings are feelings, so we can talk about these feelings. And I think if we talk about it, we won't be prone to be so hostile and act on them. So again, write the number down. Don't call me for no fuck. 242-544-3900. You have to call me on WhatsApp, or I think I have Viber on here as well. No, anyway, download WhatsApp and call me because I don't feel like going to Viber and all that shit. Yeah. So call me right here. Silver say, my aunt never wanted my cousin to even drink tea without cream for the same reason. Oh, you see? And when I tell you all these stories, especially the young Bahamian children, they just think that we losing our mind. But these are stories. Okay? My own ma used to tell me when I was pregnant, you ready? Chris, every morning you must drink milk and magnesia so the baby come out white and clean. How the fuck Wayne could come out, even though Wayne did come out a little yellowish, but all children yellow when they born. So we can talk about all these things, and especially since we're bringing in the whole sex issue. Look at Greg. Greg is like, Greg, look here. I can tell you stories about your family too, Greg. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. No, but the thing is, we have these issues when it comes to color. And so on, and I'm going to talk about it because it springs from the fact that, say, God, it springs from the fact that apparently some people inboxed me after I expressed my shock and horror that a couple of black activists were married to white women. Now, again, that's my opinion. I'm entitled to shock. I also said something about Rastafarians marrying white women. Again, my opinion. I'm entitled to it. So we're going to talk about it. Now, if you married to a white man, or if you married to a black woman, or you married to a black man, yeah, this ain't that kind of show. It's just having a discussion as to why we do the things we do. So we're going to talk about that on Monday. Tuesday is our racial day. Just like how today is TRAPSY Thursday. Tuesday is Tell It Like It Is, Race Relations Tuesday. Yeah, y'all like all that? And so we're going to have that discussion about, do black people feel that by having sex with the dominant culture, that it's a conquest? Like noted philosopher Frantz Fanon said, when the men went to Martinique, they went and looked for the first French whores they could find because they wanted to grind some white vagina. And as they were coming, they were like, Viva la Revolution! So we're going to talk about it. Yeah, I know. I know y'all don't like these topics, but we can talk about it on this show. Because this show is called what? Chrissy Love Live to the World. We live in raw, boo. Okay, let me read some more of these comments. Oh, Lord. Who all lights still off? Long Island say, hello, living here is expensive just for the necessity dread. Sean say, I look cool. You think I look cool? Silver say, summer. Summer must see 12 months out the year then. Daniel say, from baby, I only know current off, generator on. Man, look here. Daniel use a snob. Jason say, I overstand. When Silver say, when can done home too? Things that seem logically simple ain't simple back home. Daniel say, every time the light went off, people used to come to our house until it came back on and we had generator. Well, you were one of the privileged ones. All right? We didn't get a generator until very late. Shaw say, those in Freeport on, LOL. But look how the Freeport Power Company fucking Bahamians. And we allow it. Jason say, I know, I grew up in it. Lydia said, I can't stand when they ask the price. Oh, Daniel said, I wasn't paying. My spoiled ass didn't care once at work. You are such a brat, Daniel. CHD said, was off in a Lutra too. Nadia, why you laughing? Tara say, hey, Chrissy, I need you to add me to the group. Okay, well, now what you can do, since I have my 544 number, send me a WhatsApp to 242-544-3900. I'll add you to the Love Nest group. Again, brace yourself. David say, Chrissy, you didn't hear BPL in LNG? Putting in LNG? Well, you know, I heard Leslie Miller talking his bullshit. Basically, I told you so. But again, LNG has consequences too. Because let me tell you, as an American, notice I was American now, why Florida won't put their LNG plant in our country? You want to fuck up our country, but you don't want to put it in your waters though. Because the EPA will never fucking allow that. Well, maybe they will now because that orange-haired Cheeto is in charge. Long Island say, load shedding, there goes my fridge. SMT, my country. Sean said, you should have a torch to cut the gate open. Jason said, you happy you left? Yeah, Jason. I was just telling my friend. Remember I was singing the song? Y'all come back home. I keep telling y'all, I only ain't home because of the circumstances that were dealt to me. Okay? I only ain't home because of that. Because I still firmly believe if we all leave home, then what? It just goes to shit? Nadia say, Andrew said, that's some shit, eh? They play fool on that one. Daniel want to know when that happened. Shaw say, Pumpkin Eater, Bannister, LH, Miss Johnson, somebody, Grammy from Lutra, always calling talk shows. I agree, it's the same fucking people. That's why sometime when I was on terrestrial radio, when people wouldn't call, I'd be like, okay. I used to call them committed callers because I didn't like calling them chronic. But again, remember now, when Hubert Ingram released the shackles of communication, sorry, all spitty. When Hubert Ingram released the shackles of communication, the radio has always been the company for a lot of Bahamian people. I tell you, a lot of people out there who lonely as fuck. And so calling the talk show every day and talking to us on the air, that was sometime their only communication. Remember when I was at ZNS, especially because the Family Islanders depend on radio. Radio is a way of life in the Family Islands. And so that's what it is. Here, Greg, you with this dominant culture term again. Greg, you know, before you leave this earth, I can educate you on how things go. It is the dominant culture because the culture is rooted in white supremacy, Gregory. Ah, Lord. All right. So, CHG say, not the milk of magnesia. Savannah say, Viber don't make sense. Yes, Savannah, Viber does get on my nerves. But, you know, it's just easier for people to call without paying. That's why I use it sometimes. Silver say, milk of magnesia. That's a new one. Silver, how old you is? I thought me and you and Seth. Daniel said I use milk and magnesia on my face. Man, look here. Sean say, Oreo family, Greg, that's a topic for under the rug, mixed race. Well, again, a lot of people, a lot of people in our country are mixed with all kinds of stuff. Hold on a second. I got to charge my phone. Y'all stay right there. Oi! Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. It charging? It charging? Okay, hold on. I got to turn again. Oh, Lord. Oi. I tell you. And I think like where I did my Shawnee dive, I think I jolted my neck. Greg said, you miseducating people when it comes to race. No, boo. Trust me, I'm not. That's why I'm glad we can continue to have these topics. I'm not. Greg, I think your youth and the fact that you have lived in the Bahamas alone, I mean, lived, yes, you've been to other places, and just by virtue of your age, you tend to look at things differently. Jacqueline say, hey, Pastor Love. Sean say, Greg, you suck your teeth, LOL. It is the dominant culture, and Greg, and the fact that you don't see that it's the dominant culture gives me pause and concern. I ain't gonna lie. The fact that you don't see the dominant culture, all right? The fact that you don't see that a lot of things are rooted in white supremacy. White is right. LaShonda say, Pastor Chrissy, LaShonda reaches. I enjoy my central air. Girl, how your air on? What part of dance are you in? And I feel for everybody who light off. Because can I tell you, when you light off, I tell you, Wayne's first words. I moved to the Bahamas again when Wayne was almost 3 or 2. Wayne's first full sentence was, and I quote, Tinkin' B-E-Chi, meaning stinking B-E-C. I remember one time I heard that. I was like, oh, Jesus. I can't. Well, CT, Greg doesn't understand that. But again, it takes a while for us to dialogue and diatribe and discuss for all of us to understand what it is. Because if it's not in your purview, if it's not in your lens, then you're not gonna see it that way. And that's your rights. But it is the dominant culture. Like T. Janae said, that's why we call the minority. But let me be disgusting. That's why America so have their panties in such a bunch. By the way, Greg, I saw that bullshit that bitch was talking on your show. I got, you know what? I had blocked her and I unblocked her. I think I'm gonna have to block that bitch again. Because you just don't want to see bullshit in front of your face. Yeah. So they are the dominant culture, and that is what society is built on. Again, if you do not know your history of most countries, we, the people who built the Americas, have been treated like shit. Kieran said that ass Anton is called every show, every blessed day. He need to go find a damn job. I thought they fired his ass. Boy, he was caping hard. I had banned Anton from calling me at the shit ass place where I used to do terrestrial radio. Savannah said, I think it was Orphan Andrews too. Shake my head. BC needs to do better. Well, BPL is not going to do better with the same old ass equipment. You see, I think sometimes we expect too much from BPL because you cannot put the damn new wine in the old fucking wine skins. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. You can't. All right. Silver say 30 years old, bruh. Oh, you 30 years... Silver, why you seem so old? You only 30? Boy, look here. Silver, you seem like an old seasoned veteran. So Andrew say, pray for Andrew. What happened, Andrew? Don't tell me things ain't going good with that thing. Lord be speaking all in code. Andrew, did you get my message on WhatsApp? You put yourself out the damn group. All right. Kieran said, yes, if we all leave, then the place could do whatever they want. But then again, I still maintain, and this, hold on, I got to turn again. Oh, Lord, my back. My blood clot back. Oh, my back, my blood clot back. If we all leave, though, Karen, and again, most of us leave the Bahamas for varying reasons. I will admit, now that I'm approaching retirement age and the light off every fucking day, I can't take the bullshit that is home. I'm unable to. I can't. I couldn't possibly. I can't. I'm unable to can. I just can't. I can't take it. I can't. Jason say, Chrissy, not today. Okay with this if we all leave. Yes, you heard me, damn it. I am only not in the Bahamas because I refuse to let peasy chess and bald head bitch and Sausage casing fake eyes bitch try arrest me and put me in jail and her boyfriend trying to kill me. Look at Jason. Jason, did you put the shit emoji? Jason, you so wrong. But Jason is true. If every Bahamian leaves, if we all leave our country, and that's what the foreign people want, they want your ass to leave so they come and hog up all our resources. Anyway, all I'm saying is, if we all leave, okay, then how does the Bahamas right itself? because you see the same bullshit again now. We stay getting grind. Okay, by the way, they find the Oban file yet? I'm just tired of Bahamians getting fucked over. And ever since I've been living in the Bahamas, like I said, Wendell and Marina deposited our ass there 70 or 71. You know, I can't remember. Yeah, we do have resources, Karen. We do. The Bahamas is a wealthy country. It's just that again, the hoggish, bitch ass motherfuckers, red, yellow, black, and white, keeping the wealth for theyself and keeping you ignorant. Like the Bahamas got all this money, but our schools look like shit. Our people are fucking dumb. Not all of our people, but a lot are. Why do you think Bahamians be selling cunny to keep their children in private school? Because in their mind, they believe private school is much better than public school. Jason said that file in the PLP headquarters. Oi! I can't. I can't take it. You think Bradley thieved the file? You think Bradley thieved the file? Because you know Bradley was famous for thieving the file. Lord, this is a TRAPSY Thursday, eh? Man, look here. I can't take it. Man, look here. Jason said the file in PLP headquarters. Oi, I can't catch. Oi, I can't catch. Look here, anybody got a cell phone for PLP headquarters? We should call them and ask them if they have the file. You know that stink, sudgy mouth Bradley got that file. With his soupy mouth, breath smell like ass and food store mixed together. Anyway, you know what? I can't take it. Ah! Oi! Oi! Oh, Lord! I can't take it. Jason, you just shut the whole show down, man. Hold on, I forget where I is. Hold on, and I done high on this magnesium. Hold on, look, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Jason say, oh, Lord, I can't. Shawsey, I'm sitting outside my backyard in Freeport, chilling in the beach breeze. Legal say prayers for Andrew. CHG said, look at what's happening with the Windrush people. Yeah, where did I see that story? Windrush? Where did I see that? Anyway, I can't remember. Oh, I tell you. Shaw say, I agree, Chrissy. Many of us are in denial about race. It's bliss. Well, again, you know, Greg is my friend, and we can agree to disagree. But the people, black people who say those things that they say about the whole culture of white supremacy not being a thing, I think they've missed the bear. I killed myself laughing. Call me on this phone I doing the show. If you want to talk to me, okay, y'all want to talk to me today, call me on 544-3900. 544-3900. You got to call me WhatsApp. Don't damn call me in America. Charging up my friggin' phone. I can't call them from WhatsApp. Jason, how you know the PLP headquarters number? What you dealing with, boo? Please, call it. The only thing I call the PLP, that's how I call them. You stink motherfuckers. That's all. That's how I call them. Andrew, don't call me on this phone. You got to call me on another phone, darling. You can't call me while I'm doing the show. All right. Let's read some more of these comments. You know, y'all kill me. Okay. Jason, I love you too. Tony said if we leave or stay, they still going to do whatever they feel. Suck my teeth. Damn. Jason say, no. Silver say, I grew up around a bunch of seasoned veterans. Warren, Lavardi, and Carlton Francis, and many more. Lord, let's see. And look how stink the Bahamas do, Carlton Francis. Y'all remember in Cockeye, Pinland? When Carlton Francis, yes, Cockeye, Pinland. I want you to record that for Marguerite. Cockeye, Pinland. Called Carlton Francis, all suit, no man. And you see how Pinland dead, right? Motherfucker. Lord, I shouldn't call the first prime minister the motherfucker. Yeah, he's a motherfucker. Because he's the one who got this country fucked right up right now. All right, let's read some more of these comments. Daniel say, sorry, I'd rather pay $4.87 for shrimp instead of for $30 for a small bag. I'll come if it's as convenient as the U.S. Man, look here. And the thing is, but remember, Danielle, the reason why America has these conveniences is because, A, there's a lot more people. Sandy, why you laughing? It's true. Lyndon Pinling is the reason why the Bahamas fuck right up. And if you don't believe me, go ask your Grammy, and go ask your great Grammy, and go ask your ma. You don't know how Pinling died? Anyway, I'm even going there today, Sunday. Yeah, the same all suit no man comment. And I'm gonna be sensitive because I see some of Mr. Francis's family. I married into the family. Okay? Carlton Francis' sister was Helen Russell. I married Helen Russell grandchild. I'm just saying. So you left the Bahamas in 78? Well, Linda Penland died in 2001 and he had cancer, prostate cancer. Most payment men, they wait to check their PSA when it's 522. Anyway, God rest the dead. Let me be nice. Of course, we'll say dominant culture isn't the same as the majority. In my opinion, brown and black people are the majority in this U.S., but they aren't the dominant culture. That's true. And the thing is, that's why the dominant culture is a thinking, Elizabeth. It's a thinking. But you're right. Now, let me just say for the record, if you notice how Trapsy and fuck up America is getting. Y'all notice how because white people so vexed that they're in the minority in America, they are now claiming quote unquote white Hispanics as white people. Now, first of all, Hispanic is a made up fucking word. Okay? It's a made up word. Okay? Hispanic, just like how race is a made up construct. So the fact that the dominant culture, Greg is rolling his eyes. The dominant culture is one that says things that are white are better. It is something we see in the Americas. It is something that we see in the Caribbean. It is something that we see in Europe. It's still, especially in England, where, again, just like here in America, you have black people fighting for America in the war, but when they came home, they were still treated like niggers. Anyway. Silver say, does how Big Bad Brad brother died? You know which one I talking about with that high-profile daughter doctor of his. Hold on, Big Bad Brad brother died. I trying to think. You gotta give me another clue, Silver. Cause Charlie's trying not to think about Bradley Roberts, cause he nasty. He's make me want to puke. Silver say Carlton save our money and Penland treat him like he had leprosy. Yeah, and the thing is, Carlton was a mathematician, and you know how the Bahamas did Carlton Francis? It's sickening. It's just shameful. And to this, whenever I would talk to Grammy Helen, she would always say, Lord, you see how this country do my brother? But see, that's what Bahamians do. We lament and we wail and we just, what? I can't with Christina Coast woman, Sean. You can't what, Greg? Greg, it's the truth. Sandy say, so is black. Well, you know, the thing is, we're going to do all this. We're going to do all these conversations now that the race conversation has entered. And especially since I know that Trapsy Babbitt is seething. Like, I just as laugh. Like, you know, people have screenshot me all the bullshit she's saying about me, right? And I just as be like, really, no, motherfucker? Of course, we'll say, I'm not sure I understand Greg's view on why their white people are not the dominant culture. I don't, because again, I asked Greg and I have been having this conversation since 2012 or 2013. And, you know, a lot of young people look at the whole racial thing differently. Go back to me and Chrissy's show about it. Greg, we've done many shows. We've been doing these shows since shit-ass got in. But it is the dominant culture. White supremacy is the dominant culture. And the fact that you don't see that, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Everything that is done in the world is based on white culture, white supremacy. The world is a white supremacist world. That's why one thing I'm beginning to agree with Greg, you know, only because I really know that there's a higher power that I serve. That's the only reason why I don't just say bump religion and stop believing in God. Because as a black woman walking through this earth, like Malcolm X say, the most disrespected person in the world is a black woman. Were it not for my belief that I do believe that God looks down and God is trying to fix everything, I just have to ask the Lord sometime, how much things we black people gotta endure though? How much times? How much things? How much things we gotta endure as black people? And that's why I ain't gonna lie, my Christianity has been tested. Ever since I turned 18, I started having these questions. And I want to thank people like Archdeacon William Thompson, who helped me navigate my feelings that I'm feeling. Because again, I am really worshiping in a religion that was used to oppress me. That is fucking sick. But let me just say, I do feel something when I am in the presence of like-minded Christians or anyone. I mean, when I go to a synagogue, I feel something. I've been to a synagogue, I've been to a mosque, I've been to churches. So I do believe there's a higher power. But when I look at the treatment of black people, and again, living in America, it's in my face every fucking day. And I tell you, I got to check my attitude. If I got to check, Greg, stop it. Stop it, Greg. Because Pascal said, even in Elutra, the white hotel y'all have in Elutra, what is be hiring white people for housekeepers and waiters. Like, ain't no damn Bahamians could do housekeeper and waiter job. But then again, our leaders, our legislators themselves are so impressed by white things and white people that they allow it. See, them people can't come in here. I keep telling y'all, the big hotel y'all celebrating a year ago, a year ago, a year ago. You can call Gregory. You don't have to ask to call. You can call, boo. A year ago, that same fucking hotel at Perry Christie fuck up where Ivan say they laundering money through the hotel. Y'all believe they laundering money? Can you imagine Chinese drug dealers? I have the opium. I have the cocaine. Okay? I'm in love with the cocoa. Greg, you don't know my number now? What you talking about? You don't know my number? 544-3900. The dominant culture is based in white supremacy. And Gregory, if you don't see that, especially in America, in Europe as well. Remember the man in the parliament bitching about how his parents came here from Jamaica, fought from the British Army next to the white people, and they still treating him like shit. That's why what Muhammad Ali said, I ain't got no problem with no Viet Cong. No Viet Cong do nothing to me. And you come back here in America and you treat like shit. Please? Don't do it. But, again, I can only tell you how things are, and you have to come to your own conclusion. All right, Greg said that's your belief. Well, Greg, that's not a belief. That is a fact. Keith say, no, he did not like, but he is accepting the fact that he is just as corrupt as those he talk about. All right, Silver say the daughter's married to a former MP. Mine, I can't keep up. Y'all just have to tell me. Greg say if I need to use the bathroom and they ask me to purchase something, I'll purchase something. I'll find another bathroom. Simple. Well, Greg, it is not that simple when you see other people. For example, what happened to those people in the coffee shop? There were other people there, like the white woman attested to. I like how when the white woman is on the scene. Oh, him. Oh, yeah, I forget he dead. That's right. Greg. Y'all see how trapsy Greg being? Greg, I've been out of Nassau 7 months. You don't forget my number? 242-544. It says I'm on, oh, you know why? Okay, let me take that off. Yes, between 2 and 4, my phone is on unavailable. Hold on a second. Let me take that off. Well, how come the other call? Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me take that off. Okay, how I do that again? I forget. So what? Yes, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb between 2 and 4. You're right. I do. I just remembered that. Shah say the coffee shop policy allows non-customers to use their bathroom, though. T say, they would have called the cops on you. Killed myself laughing. Hold on a second. Let me take it off. Akos will say, LOL. My thumb's hurting too, Greg. Hold on. Let me take this phone off. Hold on. Man, look here. Now y'all gonna make me. Jesus, how I did this. I got to figure out how I did this. How did I do this? How did I take my phone off of... Okay, Greg, let me call you. I'm going to call you, Greg. I'm going to call you. Because I can't remember. How did I put my phone on... Okay, I can't remember how I did that. Because I had my phone like that from November 15th of 2017. How did I do my phone like that? Okay, no, first I'm going to call a Kosua. Then I'm going to call Greg. Yeah, Greg. We can put some context in this. A Kosua, can you talk to me? Let's see if I can get a Kosua on the line. Greg, you and I have been having this discussion for 7 years now. And the fact that you don't see the systemic and endemic racism. Is the soccer player African? Which soccer player? Okay, why? Call me because I can't take this. Okay, let me call Greg. Greg, I don't know why you can't take it. It's the truth. Greg, the things you do not know about white racism is just shocking to me. And white supremacy. All right, let me call Greg. Gregory Carly. Hold on, let me call Greg video. Hey, Alicia, thank you so much for tuning in. Greg say, why call her when y'all saying the same thing? Well, it's because for everybody to get a part of the conversation, we're not saying the same thing. There's some things that Akosua says that Oh, okay. I got you, Akosua. Hold on. Let me video call Gregory. All right. Now that my Bahamas phone is up and running. Let me video call the Gregory Colley who doesn't understand white supremacy. All right, hold on. Gregory Colley.
Christina Marley and
Hold on, let me get you. Why your face look so white though? Why you look like you bleaching? Never bleach.
I won't be a part of the dominant culture.
Keith says Greg blind or is he just too young to understand? Well, it's a problem. Let me let Greg answer that.
But like, who said that nonsense? What are this?
Hold on. Let me go back to the man
All
again.
these people with these typing fingers, typing all they know everything when they type it. Talk to me. Have a conversation if you don't type.
We have it. Look here, but guess what? YouTube is interactive, Gregory. This is how we talk on the podcast.
Listen, you don't interact with typing and texting. That's the worst.
And you know what? I disagree. You could communicate by texting. A coach would say you can't be a part of dominant culture. Hold on, let me let y'all hear, Greg. Hold on.
Because of texting.
Let me move my screen.
There's very little context in text.
That ain't true. I could communicate in text.
Listen, you hear what I say, right?
I don't believe that.
It's not as effective.
Well, I know about that. I know how to text Dad good. You heard me. So, Gregory, what part of the dominant culture don't you understand? Why this phone? Hold on, I got. Oh.
Explain the dominant culture. See, because you know what the problem is? You all perpetuate the problem. You all cause this nonsense with these sweeping generalizations. But the dominant culture and the white culture and white supremacy.
It is white supremacy, Greg. The dominant culture is the culture based on white norms, based on white ways of thinking, based on the fact that you think white people are superior.
No, where we have a problem is you all say these generalized statements. I need you all to get specific with these statements.
Greg,
like chasing the boogie man, right?
I am specific.
You got to get specific.
Greg, I'm being specific. The dominant culture is one that says
white and dominant and culture.
But dominant is a word. That is the culture that.
Okay, but what are the specifics?
For example, why is it? Okay, I'm going to tell you why is it when you look at the history of America were blacks treated the way they were treated?
Why is it that blacks were treated the way they were treated?
Right, in Jim Crow. Why is it that there was a white fountain and a colored fountain? Why were there white schools and black schools? Why was the Henrietta Lacks experiment just dogging out black people? Why was that allowed to happen?
You know why? Because there was a large amount of persons that believed that because of color, a certain race of people were better than another set of people.
And that's dominance.
Listen to me. What y'all are doing is the same thing on a different level. You're grouping people in a certain category simply because of the color of their skin. That is what caused all of the bad things that happened to black people. Y'all doing the exact same thing, just in different ways.
No, Greg.
When you lump people into a group simply because of their skin color, that is wrong. You are not supposed to overgeneralize like that. That is the problem with the world now. You see somebody and you see their color, and you automatically judge them and put them in a category simply because of their skin color. And that's what y'all doing with this nonsense.
Okay, Greg. Couple of corrections for you. First of all, black people do not have the power to shit on other people the way white people have shit on black people. Okay? We have every right. Greg, can I finish my point?
No, because that is the wrong premise.
No, it isn't, Greg. You're wrong. We as black people.
Incorrect.
No, it isn't. My premise is based on fact. My premise is based on fact.
That is not fact, Chrissy. You got to learn the difference between fact and opinion. That is
Gregory, do you know how the world was built?
Listen, I'm talking about right now, Chrissy. You just said that black people don't have the power.
No, we don't.
That is nonsense.
No, we don't, Gregory, because even in a black majority country like the Bahamas.
Yes, Barack Obama was the most powerful man on the planet. He's a black man, just got out of office for 8 years as the president of the United States.
And what does that mean?
Black people don't have the power.
And what does that mean? So Barack was a black man and he was president in a system, again, that promotes white supremacy. So you believe because Barack was the president, that means that it's all okay? Let me move this. Sorry about that. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Your premise was black people don't have the power to affect people. Did Barack Obama not have the power to affect people?
Barack Obama had the power as the president, but he also was, beholden, listen to me, he was beholden to a system that believes that white supremacy is the order of the day. We live in a world that, Greg, you are mistaken.
Don't make sense because systems don't believe nothing. A system is an inanimate object. A system
Yeah, Greg, but there are people who control the system. Black
Okay, so
people have been persecuted,
all
have
right.
been
Okay, so let's
discriminated
get down to it.
against
Let's get
historically,
down to it. Let's get
especially
down
in
to it. See,
America.
see, but this again, you all always point to the boogeyman. You want to call the system, but you don't want to say the people.
Greg,
Who are these people?
the people who have kept this system going for the longest time, the white
Are black people
supremacist
not part of this?
organizations. Yes,
Are
but
black people
black
not part of
people,
this?
very seldom can black people have the power
Hold
to
on.
change the
Listen, I
white
asked you a question.
supremacist system.
Listen, I asked you a question. Are black people not a part of this system?
Yes, Gregory, but not the power system.
Oh my
And that's
God.
what
See,
racism is.
you see why the problem exists? You see why the
Racism
problem continues?
is rooted in power.
Anytime you are cornered with something, you always try to find an escape and to
What?
find
Greg, there is no
out of
escape.
position.
History has
Come on,
proven,
Jesse.
history has
Come on,
proven that white
You admit
people,
that black people are part of the system, but they are not the power.
Gregory, the only reason, first of all, in America, you know why they let us be a part of the system? Because they want our fucking taxes.
Why
The same
they
taxes
let
we were
us?
paying in America that were not benefiting us as black people.
Why they let us? See, y'all got to get rid of this victim mentality.
Greg, it is not a
This
victim
inferior-
mentality. And when
this
you say
inferior
that,
way of thinking,
no, it
y'all
isn't,
have
Greg.
inferior mindset.
It is not inferior. The system
Yes, it is. You
that
just
we
said
have,
they allow us to be a part of their system. That's inferior.
Greg, that's
You
what
are
it is.
automatically assuming that they
Y'all
are
behave.
superiors, and the only way you can participate is if they allow you to.
That,
That is
Gregory,
an inferior way of thinking.
no, it isn't. There are many things that preclude us. For example, why is it that when I go to banks, there's certain neighborhoods that I can't get a loan because of the blackness of the neighborhood? White people walk around in this world with a different level of confidence because the white supremacist system is still in effect.
I'm glad you said that. And you know why? It's because when you continue to teach your children that they are inferior and white people are
I'm not
always
teaching my children that.
in a power position, you will always walk around with that level.
Okay, so tell me, why is Trayvon Martin dead, but Matthew, what the fuck, the white boy name who shoot up the church? Why he alive? Why is Eric Garner dead?
Okay, so here's what you're doing, right? You taking two high profile
Two?
cases.
Gregory, this has been going on. They have been lynching black people for centuries.
Chrissy, listen to me, please. You taking two extreme cases, two cases that were very popularized.
Dylan Roof.
Right?
Thank you,
What
Houston
about-
Off.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just adding
What
the
about all
name.
the other white people that were killed? Huh?
But more of us are killed because we're seen as
No, it's
expendable.
not true.
We are seen as expendable in a white supremacist system.
Chrissy, stop spewing.
I'm not spewing, Greg. I'm telling you the truth.
More white people are killed by the police than black people.
Well, Greg,
Do not be inaccurate.
well, first of all, there are, again, when you count all the so-called white people in the census, the white Hispanics, that's because only 13% of the population looks like me.
I ain't talking about white Hispanics. Who talking about white Hispanics?
We're talking about white people that make up the white supremacist
you just
system.
stated that they kill more black people than white people, which is incorrect.
Gregory, more of us are killed at the hands of police officers and by violence.
That's not true.
You know what you sound like? You sound like white people who would say,
Things that people can easily research.
Gregory, that's not the truth. It can't be refuted. You like white people who say, well, y'all killing up each other in Chicago. What's the difference?
You gotta be kidding me, Chrissy. You can spew something that people can easily check for themselves.
Greg, it is not, it is, Gregory, black people are treated differently when it comes to housing, school, medical, education. Where you been, Gregory? Where you been?
No, listen. Okay, see, you are switching up the narrative, right?
I'm not switching the narrative.
Yes, I never said that. When I called, we was talking about I was trying to get a definition of white supremacy in this.
But Gregory, why should I have to give you a definition? Look around you. White supremacy says that if you have dreadlocks, don't apply.
Christina, I never said that black people aren't treated.
You asked for a definition of dominant culture. It is obvious what it is.
Listen, that has never been my position. I've never said that. It's obvious that white people and black people in a lot of circumstances are treated differently. That's clear. No one is
Because of what? Because of what? Because of
because of the thing that you are doing right now.
white supremacy.
No, it is not just white supremacy. What it is because people tend to generalize based off of skin color. and a title.
We have
Not
facts
things
to
like
go
this.
along with the reasons that we feel. For example, people say, why black
Okay,
people don't
okay,
like to go to the
okay,
doctor? Black people
okay.
have been treated like shit in the medical
So let
establishment.
me take okay, so let me take your premise, right? You say because we have facts. So you are trying to say your feelings about white people is justified because of the facts. You're trying to say historically white people have acted this way, so I have the right to judge these white people because of this, right? That's your position.
I have the right to be angry with white people.
I asked if that was your position. You
You
said yes
heard
or no.
me. Yes, I have the right to be
Okay,
pissed off with
now,
white people.
okay, hold on.
But
Are you
again,
using that?
name some black dominance that has hurt white people.
Wesley, see, you trying to get wiggle away, but I can stay
I'm
on
not
point.
wiggling away,
Using your
Gregory.
very
I'm not
using your
wiggling.
very premise, using your very premise is why a lot of white people stereotype black people because they have the facts. Black
Because
people
you had
account
no
for
reason to stereotype
listen,
black people.
black people
You
account
decided to bring black people here in chains,
black
treat them
people
like shit.
account black people account disproportionately for most of the murders in the United States of America, so they are seen as violent people. So people that don't have a lot of experience with black people, they go based on this stereotype that is based in
But
fact,
what
like you said.
more white
Like
people
you
are doing
said,
that serial killing, eating people, putting them in the freezer, violent shit. But just
and
how the
still
police
don't
arrest black
increase
people
the amount of
differently.
murders
Why is
committed by
Dylan Roof
black
still
people.
alive? Why is Dylan
It
Roof still
still
alive?
it still don't come close to the amount of black people
Gregory,
that murder.
black people
So it still don't.
have
So you could
facts.
say all the serial killers, you could say all these crazy things, and it still does not add up to the amount of murders committed by blacks.
Greg,
So you
again,
say
that
you're
is a
judging
thing
based
that
off
black
of
people say they killing each other in Cabrini Green. Well, perhaps if you didn't fuck up our neighborhoods, perhaps if you didn't fuck up our schools,
again.
perhaps if you didn't
Where's the
fuck up
accountability?
our communities, we wouldn't be in this fucked up predicament. Now, a lot of it is
Where's the
because of the
accountability?
choices we made. A lot of it is
Where's the
because of stupid.
accountability?
What? Say again?
Where's the accountability? Where's the accountability?
Greg, the accountability is there, but the accountability must also be
No, it's not.
juxtaposed with the
When you just said
historical
to me
fact.
it's your fault because y'all
The
screwed up,
historical fact that has
that's
shown
not
that white
accountability.
people have treated black people poorly, have discriminated against them, have destroyed our communities, have killed us medically, have treated us like shit.
Okay, tell me
We
how.
have
Okay,
facts. We have facts in
tell
order
me
to
how.
base our feelings on. Black people are just discriminated against just because I black and you are white
How have
racist.
white
So
people
why did the
destroyed?
black boys
How
in the
have white
coffee
people
shop get
destroyed the
kicked
black
out?
community? How have white people destroyed the black community?
Why the black boys in the coffee shop get kicked out?
I am asking you, how have white people destroyed the black communities?
Gregory, are you fucking serious? Do you know about the
I
GI
am
Bill?
very serious.
When you couldn't get loans based on black communities? Do you know about the building up of walls and segregating communities just so they can be, you know what, Gregory? Let me read
You
some
ain't tell me how
comments.
you ain't tell me how they destroyed.
I'm telling you now, Gregory.
That's not destroying communities.
What is that?
And from what I hear from y'all, it sounds like y'all want segregation. That sounds like
That's
y'all
not true. But you have to admit, when black people were segregated, we seemed to fare better.
Okay, so tell me.
But we don't want
okay,
segregation.
okay.
You can't tell me when I can and cannot go anywhere.
Hold on, I'm glad you say that because one of the reasons you gave for destroying, one of the things you said they did to destroy the community was putting up walls and create segregation. But you just said black people did better during segregation.
In some parts, Gregory, black people did better because when we were, for example, no, but listen, Gregory, you arguing like a white person now. Segregation.
If you are now admitting that if black people did
Greg, it's not, in some cases we did. For example, we had our own stores in our communities. We had our own schools. If I come and build a Walmart in the poor community, the people are going to go to the Walmart. The communities were destroyed based on white supremacy. And the fact that you don't see that.
I asked you for specifics.
But I've given you specifics.
And one of the things you gave me as a specific, you said actually benefits.
So why is it, Gregory, I said in some cases, because we were made to have to build up our own because we were excluded. For example, why am I in a black sorority? Don't be funny either. Because again, back in the day, my ancestors, it's like how we black people is get upset when we see white people stepping. Shut your ass, sit the fuck down, and stop teething our culture. Some black people, some of us in sororities and fraternities get very upset when we see white folks stepping.
But y'all need something better to do.
Gregory, you are so lost, but I love you though.
I ain't lost at all. Y'all lost.
All right, you finished rowing now? Yes, a coast will ask a question. It's a good one. Why was Mandela incarcerated?
Let her tell me.
No, you tell me, Gregory.
I don't know. Tell me.
Gregory, you don't know why Nelson Mandela was incarcerated. So the South African laws of apartheid. Do you see anything wrong with that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Why was Emmett Till killed? Why was Trayvon Martin killed?
Again, Chrissy. See, this is what you're.
Why was Medgar Evers killed?
Chrissy, this is not the argument, you know.
This is the argument, Greg. Because you feel you're better than me, and you brought me to this country in chains, and you feel you could treat me like shit, and when I dare to speak up and stand up, why was Martin Luther King killed?
See, here's the difference. You know what the difference is? The difference is we all recognize that racism exists, right? But the difference is I actually want to do something about it and fix it.
Greg, we all have been doing that.
No. Y'all only want.
No, that's not true. No, sweetie. No.
Because I am
No.
asking for specific.
Many black people have lost their lives, but I'm giving you specifics, Gregory, for every lynching in the South. Do you know Brown versus the Board of Education? Do you know the Dred Scott decision? Do you know the 13th Amendment?
No, explain.
These things were put in place because of white supremacy, Gregory.
Listen, stop saying white.
That's what it is. It's white supremacy.
Hold on. Tell me.
Brown versus the Board of Education. They didn't want black people going to their schools. Education used to be segregated, just like how St. Andrews and QC was.
And you know what, Chrissy? They probably was doing.
That's why black people started building their own schools.
Well, exactly. That's a good thing.
But that is a good thing, but you cannot exclude me.
I confuse.
Gregory, you can't exclude me. The Constitution, the preamble reads, all men are created equal. All. Not some because they white. All.
Do you want integration or segregation?
Gregory, I want to be able to move as freely as I want to be. So you're thinking we should go, Greg, you know what? I'm going to give you some books you need to read. Because you don't know the history of the Americas. You don't know the history of Europe. You don't know the history of the Caribbean. So we got to work on that, Gregory.
No, that's a gross assumption.
No, Gregory, by your argument, it shows that you don't know. The fact that you're asking me.
No. Just because I don't agree with you.
No, I'm not saying because you don't agree with me. Because you don't understand the salient features of the argument.
No, you. How much arguments you trying to make? You keep jumping from argument to argument and switching the topic and going all kinds
I'm not switching the topic. I'm answering your questions. You asked me about white supremacy.
You bait and switch and go.
I'm not baiting and switching. I am answering you based on the fact that you do not understand how white supremacy has, it is a fact, white supremacy has colored the world to discriminate against black people. But that's what it is. White supremacy. White people feel that they are superior to black people. The whole system is built on white supremacy.
You don't feel I understand because of my opinion.
Gregory, but you can have your own opinions, Greg. Greg,
you can learn the difference between fact and opinion.
We do, trust me. We do know. And so are you. That's why I don't understand why you don't understand it.
No, I understand completely, but you seem you are displaying that you don't understand the difference between a fact and opinion.
Yes, I do, Gregory. I'm fully aware of what a fact and opinion is.
You are displaying that you don't understand that.
Gregory, the fact that you don't see where white supremacy controls the world, who controls the banking?
See, you just did it again.
No, because I'm trying to ask questions. But I finished my point. The fact that you don't see that white supremacy controls the world, I don't know what to say to you.
Is what you just said a fact? Is that a
that
fact?
White supremacy controls the world? Yes, it's a fact.
You said the fact that you don't understand that white supremacy controls the world
is mind-boggling.
So what you are indicating is that you are saying that it is a fact that I don't understand that white supremacy controls the world.
Gregory, you are proving to me that you don't believe that. So therefore, it is a fact.
See,
your argument is stating that you don't believe it.
Can I speak?
You can always speak, Gregory.
Okay. you have an opinion, right? Your opinion is that white supremacy controls and runs
My
the world.
opinion is based in fact, Gregory.
Hold on. Listen. You keep cutting, and let me say it. Your opinion. That is your opinion. But when you started your statement, you said the fact that you, Gregory Anthony Colley II, do not understand that white supremacy controls the world. So your
Because Gregory, you said it. You said it's a fact.
and because I don't agree with you, and you
No,
believe
Gregory.
wholeheartedly in your beliefs that you are right and I am wrong, you start your statement by saying the fact that you don't understand that this is the case. That is not right, and this is.
But it's the truth. You do not believe it.
Understand the difference between fact and opinion.
Gregory, you do not believe that white supremacy controls the world. That is a fact for you.
Okay, break it down.
Sorry about that.
White supremacy.
What is white supremacy, Gregory? Look around you. You live in a majority black country.
I don't want anecdotal.
But I've given you, ever since we started talking, I've given you the medical, I've given you the housing, I've given you the education, I've given you the fact that black people were not free. Black people were 3/5 of a human, despite the fact that the preamble says all men are created equal. So how come all men are created equal, but not black men?
Listen, are we arguing what has happened in the past, or are we arguing today?
The past is prologue, Gregory. What has happened in the past has brought us to this point.
I am talking about right now and moving forward.
And the fact that, but black people stay moving forward, Gregory. If black people didn't move forward, you wouldn't have been here. Black people stay moving forward.
A lot faster if we didn't
Black.
have this mentality of victimhood and inferiority.
It is not inferiority. It is the fact that white supremacy.
When you say, just by saying white supremacy, you are indicating that black is inferior.
No, not to me.
That is
Not to me. I don't feel inferior. But the laws, the systems,
that is fact. Listen,
I don't feel inferior to anybody.
If something is superior, then the other thing must be inferior, because there can
Okay, stay right there, Greg. Let me read these millions of comments. That's not true, Gregory. White supremacy is white supremacy for the systems and white people who think that way. I don't think that way. There's no white person who's better than me.
Clearly you think that way.
No, I don't.
You said earlier black people don't have the power to do this. So you clearly...
Because white supremacy and the systems that it controls precludes black people from having a chance at the seat of power. Because it is what it says, white supremacy. And that is what has governed the world from time immemorial. Look at Daniel. Daniel say that's why I don't argue with Bahamian men. Daniel. Anyway, Greg, let me read some of these comments. Stay right there. Let me read these. Lord, look here, Greg, look here. But anyway, Monday we talking about another part of this. For example, is it true that when black men marry white women and they bust a nut in them, they feel superior? Look at Greg's face.
What?
I can read the letter that I got. I'm going to read the letter that I got, and we're going to discuss that on Monday.
But I'm sure that's the case in some instances. But we can stop generalizing, man.
Okay, Greg, you have to know your history. The past is prologue. What happened in the past is what brought us here to this point. All right, let me read y'all comments. Look at Jason, your friend. Jason say next. Okay, move on from Greg. Sandy say Barack will tell you too, as he did to others. He is not black. When did Barack say he wasn't black? Now, of course, Barack may be like a lot of cultures, remember, like the Jews. The Jews do not consider you Jewish unless you came out of a white vagina. So Barack came out of a white woman. So, but Barack say again, Greg?
I don't want you to miss this. Please ask that person to provide the evidence that Barack said that he's not black. Because people tend to say things and they go off of what they hear.
Well, she must have heard it somewhere.
Well, tell it whoever it is.
I have never heard Barack say he is black. However, he is not black. However, no, but just by virtue of the fact, again, that his mother is white and his father is black. I have a problem personally making biracial children say that they are one thing over the other. Especially you come from out of a white woman or a black woman.
But Christina, most of us mix up. What you talking about?
But Greg, most of us are mixed up. However,
Yes, what you
when
talking
one of
about?
your parents is white and one of your parents is black, that is a biracial construct. Again, race that was pulled out of the air to separate us as people. You look at life differently. Barack came out of a white woman. His father was black. We all mix up. However, Barack's mother is a white woman. And let me just say for the record, and even though I'm not saying that I believe in black inferiority, but I want to shout out every white woman who has ever had a black baby and walked that black baby down the street, especially back in the day when you were called everything but a child of God. I used to hear this with my own ears as a white woman walking down the road with black children. The things white supremacists and some black people believe they can say to you. All right. Say whoop whoop. Oh, Harmony, Harmony is one of the biracial crew? All right. Shaw said Greg loved controversy. Tiger Woods said he is not black. Yes, Tiger said he was Kablan Asian. My Asian black nephew laughed at that. Daniel?
I need that person to provide the evidence that Barack said he wasn't black.
Well,
Please.
again, if Sandy said she heard that,
Thanks.
I would like her to tell us. But if she heard it, Drew say, Chrissy, what is your email?
No. I don't want to hear what she said.
Gregory,
Yeah, I want
it's
to
impossible
provide
for you to know every Jesus conversation that Barack would have had.
So where she hear it?
Well, I guess she'll tell us where she heard it. Okay, Drew, my email is
Let's get with some hard evidence, man.
my Greg. There is hard evidence all around you. You just choose not to see it.
No,
So why is it? Okay, so let me ask you this: why is it that, again, in the history of America, because the past is prologue, why is it that they were treating syphilis in Alabama? They gave the men in Tuskegee fake medicine, but they cured the white folk.
See?
Do you know the Tuskegee? Do you know the Tuskegee experiment?
Hold on. This is another bait and switch. See?
It's not a bait and switch, Gregory. You're asking for incidences.
No, see, the discussion. Oh my God. The discussion is not whether or not racism exists and whether or not there are racist people that have done terrible
No.
things.
That's not a discussion. The discussion is white supremacy.
But this is what it's fiction to.
No, it isn't.
Okay, well,
I am giving you examples of white supremacy. Shaw say, Greg, where you say half of the things you tell us? You make claims yourself.
Okay, tell me, please. Tell me what claims I've made and let me substantiate it. Go right ahead.
Well, Gregory, we can't recap 99 shows of Under the
I
Rug.
ain't asking you to recap 99. I asking you to recap 1.
Greg, as a black man living in the Americas, the Bahamas, and as a person who is, 26 years older than you, I suggest you just know what happened in the past, because the past is what led up to where we are now. That's all I'm saying.
Boy, look here.
Elizabeth, I love you dearly. The Tuskegee experiment was not mental health. I think you need to know your history too, Elizabeth. It had to do with people who had syphilis and the black people. Okay, why Greg on hold? Oh, he must see. Greg? Hello? Okay. Just so you know, Elizabeth, let me give you some history as well. The Tuskegee experiment had to do with the people who were treated for syphilis. The black people were not treated. Okay, well, we're talking about the syphilis experiment. Yeah, he got a call, must be. He must have gotten a call. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that, Elizabeth, that's what that is. I'm talking about the Tuskegee experiment. How do you explain the Henrietta Lacks story? How do you explain the fact that the smallpox was in the blankets to the Mexican people? People of color have been treated like shit because of white supremacy. Yes, Gregory?
Here's the thing.
I'm here.
All these things you mentioned, right? These historic events you mentioned. Send me a message with them. Let me look them up.
Greg, the fact that you don't, can I tell you? The fact that you don't know them, Gregory, is damn shameful.
Why? Why?
Because that means you don't know your history.
What? Hold on. What? Excuse
You don't
me?
know the history of why black people feel the way they do.
Listen, you don't know your entire history either.
Greg, I might know my entire, but I damn sure know a lot.
Because don't you turn your nose up at people that don't
I'm not turning up my nose, but the fact that you are asking me
Yes,
about
you said it was shameful.
Yes, it is shameful.
Nose up at
It is shameful, Gregory, that you as a black man do not know about the Tuskegee experiments.
Hold on. You don't turn your nose up at people
I'm
that
not
may not be
turning my
aware
nose
of
up. I'm
certain
telling you.
historic events just because you know certain historic events. That does not make you any better.
I'm
So
not
you
saying
is
I'm
not.
better. I am
But don't you talk
saying,
about, oh, that's
no,
the
it's just,
fact that
it
you
is
don't know this.
disgraceful, Gregory, that you don't know
No,
about the
it's not
Tuskegee
disgraceful.
experiment. It is.
No, the fact that you feel this way is disgraceful.
Gregory, any black person who does
Because
not
guess what?
study to
Here's why some
improve the
people don't
condition of
care.
our people, I
Hold on.
question them.
Here's why a lot of people don't care, right? A lot of young people do, and this is an education level for you and older folks,
Because
right?
you young people
I am
standing on the
asking.
shoulders that you didn't work
Hold on.
for. You standing on work
Please,
that you didn't do.
please let me speak, okay?
I
I
let you
ask,
speak.
I politely ask for you to provide me with these things so that I can educate myself on
Well,
them
Greg,
because
guess
I
what?
don't
You can
conform.
go
Hold on.
Google white supremacy and black discrimination. I don't have
Stop.
to. It's right there, Greg.
Stop.
These are things that
Stop.
these are things that are known,
Stop.
Gregory.
Stop. This is your problem. You don't listen. Stop.
Gregory, I don't listen. Bite your
I,
tongue.
you don't listen. I am saying I am asking for these things so that I can educate myself. I say, okay, these things sound interesting. Let me do my research and educate myself on them. And what's the first thing you can say?
As a
The fact
black
that you don't know
30-year-old
that's a
man,
disgrace.
it
So
is. It
you
is a
are
disgrace,
shaming
Gregory.
you are shaming someone
I'm
that
not
is seeking
shaming you.
information.
I am
Yes, you
telling
are.
you that the fact that, you know, why the phone gone dark? No pun intended. I am telling you that because you do not know these things as a 30-something black man, again, in the struggle to uplift, ennoble, and inspire our people, and you do not know these things, I'm not shaming you. I'm saying that I find it very disgraceful that you do not know.
That is shaming someone. If someone comes to me and if someone say, Greg, what is 3 plus 4? And I say, you know what? That's a disgrace that you don't know that you know.
Well, what
That
grade
is
are they
shaming
in?
that person.
How old are they?
That is,
Are they a baby?
yes, but you don't shame or
I'm not
talk
shaming you.
about it.
It's just
Oh my
that
God.
in life, there are
Do
certain
not tell
things,
someone that because they are seeking information is disgraceful.
Greg,
It's not a good approach.
in the life story of who you are, there are certain things you ought to know. Like for me as a black
No,
Bahamian American
you
woman,
make that assumption.
there are certain
That's your assumption.
things, Greg, well, you know what? So let me ask you this. You don't know about the Stop and Shop in Nassau, Bahamas. Did you know that black people like you, like Sir Derwin Knowles told me, that black people like you couldn't go to QC at one time? Black people like me couldn't go to St. Andrews at one time? Do you know that history?
I know black people can go plenty places in this country.
Okay, then. So again, that's a
But
part
again,
of
if I encounter someone that
life.
doesn't know that, if I run into someone that doesn't know that, I am not going to say, you know what, that's a disgrace that you don't know that. You should be shaming yourself.
No, Greg,
I'm not
for
going to do
someone,
that.
because I hold you to a different level. You are a
No, but
person
again,
who
again,
has
this is why,
discussions
this is
and
why
to
people,
seek.
no, but this is why, see, people seek things they care about. Okay?
That's not always true. I have
I'm
had to
not
learn
saying,
many things that I
I'm not
really
saying
don't
this is
care
always
about.
true. Why does it always have to be an extreme?
No, but it isn't an
People tend to
extreme.
seek things they care about.
Because when
Okay?
you live in life, and you walk about this life, for example, my experience as a black woman from the Bahamas and America, I'm going to look at life through a particular lens. And I'm going to know certain things, A, because I've lived through them, B, because I'm curious about why these things have happened, and C, because I want to find solutions. And many
Yeah, but
black
that's
people
you.
have found, so, but
That's you.
many
Not every
people feel
black
that
woman is
way.
going to have
There
your
are many
perspective.
people on the civil rights lines who were trying to find
Yes,
solutions.
but Chrissy, not every black person, black woman from the Bahamas is going to have that perspective.
Well,
And
it
the reason why
depends
I
on
say,
what's important to you. For example, it's like
that's
how
like I
some
said,
women
I
sit
said
in the
that already.
salon. But Gregory, there's
All right,
certain
right.
things in life that you ought to know. Do I have to tell you
That's what
that
I'm saying.
water's
But guess
wet?
what?
Do I have to
It's
tell you
just
that
like you
fire's
said.
hot?
But just like you said, that depends on what's important to you.
Well,
Those
you see,
things are
the
still.
uplifting of my
Hold on.
people is important to me.
Hold on. But no, I ain't talking about that. Those things that you are listing are
That's what
very
we're talking
important to
about.
you, and they were not important to me, which is why I didn't seek that information. But simply saying that it's disgraceful and shameful that I
Gregory.
didn't seek that information is not that's unfair.
Okay, this is not like if you asked me what was Migos' last song and you didn't know, and I'd be like, oh, that's disgraceful. This is a part of our history as people of color in this part of the world. There's certain things
Again,
you ought to know.
again, that's your opinion. Because
Well, that's a
what people,
fact. There's certain
No,
things you
that's the
want to
thing.
know.
No, well, yeah, there are some things you want to know, but those things vary based from person to person.
Okay,
Not
Greg,
everybody's going
everybody's
to think
saying
like
you
me.
off
Everybody's going to
code.
do that. That's because you have a following that shares your mindset, Chrissy.
That is
This is
not
why
true. Everybody
it
who
works.
listens to my show don't agree with me. Child, please
Again,
look at the
I'm not
comments.
saying. Again, I am not saying everyone. See, you notice you always take it to extreme. Did I say everyone?
Okay, well, the
I
following that I
said you
have
have a
is,
following,
yes, I
and
do.
I will put money that the vast majority of them share your views and your
Well,
ideology.
Gregory, it's the
So of course they are
like-minded
going to
people
watch you.
tend to
This is
congregate.
why they watch you every day.
Like-minded people congregate. But there are white people,
Exactly.
there are white
So
supremacists who
that
watch my
doesn't
show.
compare it to me by saying that they agree with you. That doesn't
No,
compare it with me.
Greg,
I'm sorry they could agree with you
I
with me
am
as
reading the
well.
comments. I am reading the comments. That's why I'm talking to you.
Exactly.
I'm also reading the comments.
And based
Daniel
off
say, okay,
that's
Love
fair.
Nest, I need to sit through this. I'm going to clock out and check in tomorrow. I have a migraine. Man, I can't take it. Okay, you know what? A coast will say that's insulting. I don't think Greg is in. Okay, Greg. No, I don't think it's. Guess what? Like most young
What is
people,
insulting? What specifically
I'm
is
trying to
insulting?
read the part up there that this isn't useful for him. He's revealing a lot. I guess something that you
Useful
said.
for me?
Tony said he may be your
Excuse me.
friend.
What you mean this isn't useful for me?
Well, I guess us having this dialogue. We're talking about white supremacy. Aha say, Chrissy, let this conversation go before y'all end up fighting. No, me and Greg, see, that's one thing. I believe that Greg and I can have I'm telling you, Greg and I have done these same ARC discussions and shows since 2013. No,
We've been around
2012.
for these things for years,
2012. Yeah.
and we never follow.
Right. So but the thing is, it is my job.
Soft and said it was them.
It is my ministry. It is my purpose to uplift, ennoble, and inspire my people. Oh, what you said about my followers. Well, I don't think it's Greg. That's his opinion. I can say the same thing about Greg's followers too. Because you and Jada say some shit some things. I'd be like, what the fuck?
But again, okay, you agreed with me, right? You said for yourself that
No, I said a lot of them, we are like-minded, but there are people who disagree with me. But Akoswa has a point. She says, are your followers mindless Kool-Aid drinking folk? Nadia said, I don't agree with Chrissy all the time. All right, you know what? One take say, hold up, what you mean? A following that follow Chrissy mindset. Greg, you might be here for ratings.
I never said that.
That you said that my followers. Anyway, Pepin say, what, does he consider you a Jim Jones? There are numerous views on this show. I agree. All right, Keith say, Greg needs to listen to others on Black history. But Greg, the past is prologue. Sean say, y'all got to finish this discussion on Under the Rug. Well, Greg, tell the people there's no Under the Rug today. Well, we don't have Under the Rug. Because guess how long I've been on? I've been on for 94 minutes.
Yeah. See, this slash Under the Rug, Rachel, Chrissy Love Live, Raw slash Under the Rug.
This is a combo show. Oh, you know what this is like? This like when How to Get Away with Murder combined with Scandal. That's what this show is like. That's like how Empire combined with Star. This is a combo show. I want a Thai snack fry dry, please. Thanks. Well, look here. I've been talking to y'all for 93 minutes. I gotta go take my drugs. Greg, say bye to the people.
Bye to the people.
Stay black, boo. Stay black. Stay black.
Whatever that means. I mean, well, anyway, I can lead out one.
Hold on. Can I quote Childish Gambino?
I can lead out one.
Let me quote Childish Gambino. Stay woke. I go on, man. Bye.
I've been woke. Y'all need to wake up.
Child, look here. In the words of Spike Lee, wake up! Bye. Bye, Greg.